Welcome to Generation Dragons, episode 87. Steve, how are you?
Good. Clint, my man, how are you?
Not too shabby, not too shabby.
Cheers.
Dink.
Dink.
Making sure my dog
How do you want to
not
start
getting
this
something.
one? Do you want to just call it the death of the console or Xbox, or do you want to call it something else?
Let's say hi to everybody first. Hi, everybody.
Hi, but we need to hook them first.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Steve, I mean, we've talked about this in the past. Actually, I think we did one a few episodes ago about how, where Xbox is going and what they're doing. Yeah, and I don't know. Indiana Jones going to PS5 6 months later after it comes out on Xbox.
Too soon if you want to have the console and then the console wars and be relevant. If all exclusive go to all platforms, which to be frank, I've always wanted because I don't want to spend multiple consoles. But if Xbox wants to stay relevant as a hardware manufacturing console, you need your exclusives. By releasing them like this, all I need is a PS5 and a PC now. Yeah. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. And I think that's the end anyways. I don't think Microsoft cares about the console.
No, they're chasing the money. What it is.
Everything is Game Pass and that front.
And cloud.
And cloud, the 4 games that were already released to PlayStation and Switch have done really well for Xbox. So it's only a matter of time that they did it this way. But like you said, it's the death of a console.
Yeah. I see them maybe doing one more console, but why?
Yeah,
you're already seeing it on Fire Stick. You're already seeing, the streaming stuff. It sucks because I like my console. I like the competition and bringing unique things to each console. This is the first generation where the consoles are almost identical spec-wise. I mean, you could throw that argument in every generation, but this time they're really close. Yeah. Really, the only thing that they have going for each of them now is their controllers. What controller do you like better?
Yeah, and that's the big thing. I mean, hey, if I can use my Xbox controller on my PlayStation 5, which I know you won't because it's haptic feedback and blah 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 blah, but if I could, I kind
of like the features the Sony PS5 controller has over the Xbox controller.
Oh no, I mean me too. I like the PS5. I like the PS5 controller more than the Xbox controller. I like to hold the Xbox controller more than the PS5 controller.
Okay, that's well said, because I was going to come back and say the feel of the Xbox controller, especially an Elite controller, and I like the buttons underneath. Love it. But why can't I have a mic and speaker on my controller? Why can't I have a touchpad?
Yeah.
And the haptic feedback as well. Some people say it's gimmicky. I know. Every time I find a PS5 game that actually utilizes its features well, and just seeing my cousin's boy when he's here play my PS5, he jumps on and plays Fortnite or hockey, and he's talking to his controller with his pals. He doesn't need a headset or anything like that. He just, why are you doing that? No, go. And he gets playing, and I'm like, huh. Yeah. That's a great feature, like to have.
Yeah, you never know. You never realize it until you use it.
I still think the headset's way better, but in a pinch, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's unfortunate, right? We've talked about it. Everyone knows that you and I are big Xbox fans. It's sad. It sucks that it's going away. Hey, if I can play Halo and still play Halo on a PlayStation, I guess that's it. I mean, I'll have to suck it up, just like I had to suck up. It's
gonna feel so wrong.
But hey, it felt so wrong. It's felt so wrong playing Sonic on Nintendo, and
that's a good point. It's like coming out of the closet for the first time, and then you get used to it, and then everyone accepts it. We're going that way.
The way Sonic, funny enough though, I don't buy Sonic games on Nintendo anymore. A, doesn't feel right, and B,
buy it on the Xbox.
That's what I do because Xbox helped out. My Windows helped out the Dreamcast, so.
It feels more, actually feels more like a Sega system than anything else out there anyway.
And that's their downfall. They followed too closely to Sega. And,
let's be awesome for a few years and then just falter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
well, they didn't
literally,
put
it's a
a.
repeat, man.
Yeah, the only thing they
Wash
didn't
and
do the same
repeat.
is, actually, kind of did. I was gonna say they didn't release, hardware after hardware after hardware, but yeah, they kind of did. There's so many
Yeah,
different versions of Xbox on
exactly.
all levels.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. I think we'll get one more console. Um, I don't even know if we'll get an actual full on another generation. I think it'll be like a Series X upgrade, a Series X Pro or whatever the heck they're going to call it. Um,
It's all going to be like, I think it's going to be one more console. It'd probably be all digital. Probably be more like,
well,
I don't know.
they announced the all digital already, so that's coming out
Yeah,
later
that's a
this year.
mid gen though.
Yeah, but
So
it's not. But what I'm thinking is going to be a mid gen, but it's going to be a hardware, no different than the PlayStation 4 Pro or the One
yeah, I
X.
agree. But the next generation, I think it's going to be more like you can play Xbox on anything. This is going to be for people that don't have a device that can play an Xbox game because I don't know, they can't afford a decent laptop that's powerful or a decent PC enough where they, something like that. The biggest kick with all this is people that don't have great bandwidth and internet. And to be honest, everyone's moving far away from that. But you still have your locations, especially very rural locations, that have
Yep.
shitty internet, to this day. So
Yeah, I mean, but the big thing too is, I know they're pushing cloud, but cloud isn't as big of a push. I've noticed over the last six
that's because
months
it's
to a
too
year.
inconsistent. That's why.
Well, that's and why they're going more towards Game Pass. And funny enough, because of
That's where all their
this,
marbles are.
I'm, I always buy the games anyways. So why bother paying for Game Pass? So I got another month left in it. I think I'm
Yeah,
done with
eh?
Game Pass. Yeah.
So I'm on the opposite. I love Game Pass simply because I haven't had to buy a game in a long time. I do buy the odd game here and there that it's not on Game Pass that I want, or I have to have because if it's really important to me, I want a physical copy.
Well, and the
And
reason why I buy a physical copy of Xbox games is because I wanted Xbox to keep making games, and I didn't want to be paying it on Game Pass. And
that's a
that's
very valid point.
so that's
And
why I could,
yeah.
and then I'm going to continue doing that, right? I will continue to buy physical. And the main reason why we do this show is talk about physical stuff, and
Mhm.
I will.
I
So
gotta
that's why.
feel it. So anyway, need it in my hands. Yeah, I sent you a meme. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's like check out my digital collection, and it's Batman slapping Robin, and it's like physical.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, who gives a shit about your collection if it's digital?
yeah,
But you walk in
exactly.
and you see my wall in the back of games or yours. That's
Yeah,
impressive to people
yeah,
like us. Gotta know the right
yeah,
mark. But
yeah. Well, that's it. That's
but I like
exactly.
even last night, my youngest daughter brought a boy home, with the gang. He was not like a boyfriend or anything like yet. But he walked in and he was just like, "Whoa, this is awesome!" And it always makes me feel great when people appreciate it and get ask me questions about it and start. Oh, I remember that. Oh, my dad had that. Stuff
Yeah,
like that. Love that
yeah,
feeling. It engages.
yeah,
But if it's on a screen, you're like scrolling and scrolling. What the hell is the difference from just emulating and put it on there?
yeah.
Like for in Gen, I get it, but eventually it's all going to just be like emulators and scrolling through waves and waves of games that no one plays anymore or gives a shit about. But
Not if
you hold that in
Nintendo
your hand.
continue. Not if Nintendo continues the path they're doing. They're doing
Oh,
great,
here's the
Steve. You can
same game. Play it again. Is that what you mean?
we talk about it, but you can hate on it as much as you want. You got to play the new Nintendo games before you start hating on them.
No, I wasn't referring to that. I was referring to how they keep making me buy the same old games over and over, and that's because I was burned by the Wii.
We talked
Lost
about
my
this before,
entire.
but again,
We did. I lost my
this is on
entire
you,
library.
Steve. Don't
No, it's on
buy
Nintendo.
don't buy digital games. That's
Oh,
why. Yeah.
fair. I agree with that. That's a fair point. I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize back then that Nintendo didn't follow your account. They bought the games to the hardware. So when
Yeah.
my Wii broke, but we talked about this a long time ago, but that's the gist of it. I lost all my games because the Wii broke.
Yeah. Hey,
I
and
thought I could
Steve,
just buy a new Wii and get them again, but nope.
and technically, you never have to re-buy Nintendo, like, OG Super Nintendo or OG Mario, because if you bought it once on the NES, you could emulate it. It's not against the law. You
What if I bought
own.
it like 15 times?
Well, then
Because I
that's
think I
on you
bought it
spend. But
like,
if it,
well, I think I bought it like with the console. I bought it separate because I didn't want it with Duck Hunt. I think I got it with the Power Pad because it came with that. Then I think I bought Super Mario All Stars. I got it with that. Then I like, and so on and so on. And I'm like, I think I'm pretty safe to emulate that one, by the way.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So
All right, Nintendo, don't come after us.
yes, they really do that. So
But yeah, anyways, back to Xbox. Yeah, I mean, again, it's unfortunate. I mean, I'm gonna play Indiana Jones, so I'm probably gonna pick it up. And I'll likely pick it up on Xbox. Maybe I'll pick it up on PS5 just to spite Xbox, but we'll see. I mean, it's not really spiting Xbox; they're still getting the money. Anywho,
yeah, well, that's just it. They just don't care about hardware anymore, and they're
yeah,
looks like they're dropping out of the console wars, and they're just
yeah,
like, let's make money. To me, though, it's kind of a short-term plan for a long-term brand drop. Meaning,
yeah,
yeah, you're going to make money now, but 5 years from now, everyone's going to be Xbox. What?
yeah,
Like, who cares? Just buy the game wherever because and they'll just be behind the scenes. They're killing their clout.
yeah. I'll end it on this. What kills me the most is that Phil Spencer said games like Starfield, like Indiana Jones, weren't expected to come. They're going to be exclusive to Xbox.
Yeah, I
So
remember that.
it's kind of like, okay, so does that mean Fable is going to be exclusive to Xbox?
It's
Or is it
literally
gonna
in
come
my
to
notes.
PlayStation?
That's some of the games I put in my notes for this. Forza, Gears, Fable, Indiana Jones is in there. But I'm like, these were supposed to be Xbox only games, and then they
Yeah,
became Xbox first release games. And then who knows how long until they release that, erase
yeah,
that, and it's just gonna just a release.
yeah, yeah. But anywho, Steve, I mean, we've gone through this quite a few times.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe Xbox will turn around and change their decision. No,
no, I don't think so. I don't think. I think it's above Phil's.
Oh yeah,
Spencer's. He's just the spokesperson with this stuff.
yeah. Well, I
He's the
mean, they
most
spent.
vocal though of all the three companies, the three
Yeah,
major anyway.
yeah. He
So
spent he spent 68 billion or 86 billion dollars on it, Activision. So they have to make their money back, right? So, but yeah.
and he's
Anyways, everybody, thanks for tuning in today. We really appreciate it. Actually, Steve, sorry, did you have one more thought to end the show?
no, I think we kind of covered it, and I get a little bit excited and passionate in this one because I love my Xbox brand, and it's I feel like I'm losing it, but
Yeah, yeah.
it is what it is.
It's what we get for cheering for the low guys, Steve.
We always
Go
for the
cheer.
underdog, always, right?
Always, Sega, Microsoft, the Senators,
Red Blacks,
Red
although they're doing
Blacks.
awesome this year.
They are. But yeah, everybody, thank you for tuning in today. Let us know what you think is going to happen with Microsoft and Xbox and the brand itself in the comments below. As always, Steve,
Let's wrap her up. As always, keep collecting
keep gaming
and
keep safe. Ding.
safe.